Hey everyone, today's video is sponsored by BattleHaven. So BattleHaven is a 4-day and 4-night experience. I am going in May and I want you guys to join me. This is how you do it. So down in the description, there's a website link that has all of the information about BattleHaven and also a way to contact Sarah, which is at BattleHavenEvents@gmail.com. I actually used to work with these guys. So fun. I'm going in May and I want you to join. There's 10% discount if you include my name into it. So this is what BattleHaven is. BattleHaven is the world-class gaming retreat. 4 days and 4 nights immersed in a premier experience with your favorite hobbies. Custom built high-end gaming boards and terrain and various themes, perfect for your miniatures armies to conquer. There will be instructors available for learning new games. There will be how-to demonstrations that may include painting, assembly, building your own armies, etc., creating your own miniatures. All meals are included with full themed dinners. If that wasn't enough, there's also a full-size heated pool and spa, 15-seat theater room, a private lake with boating, sandy beaches, and floating island dock. The sand volleyball court, basketball, half court there, and game room with billiards, ping pong, etc. So I want you guys to come with me. This is going to be a blast. I'm going to be teaching a magic class there at the event as well. There are only 10 slots left for this exact event. There will be more in the future if you guys are still interested. But for this one, if you want to join me, there are only 10 slots left. So look down in the description below over here and send in an email to BattleHavenEvents@gmail.com. Also, check out their website if you have any questions about it, but I would love to see you guys there. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. So today's deck is Confused Goblins by Liberal Ideas. I'm really excited to bring this one to you. He kicked my trash with it when we were playing in Direct Challenge Friday, or Fighting Fridays a couple days ago. And basically the idea is that we're turning all of our goblins into elementals and all of our elementals into goblins and having a blast doing it. So Arcane Adaptation. Whenever enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. So in the library, in your hand, as they're cast, they come in if they trigger any ability. So Risen Reef and the ability to create tons of goblins with KRENKO can go off and be crazy and be awesome with this. We can put counters onto our elementals, which if we have Arcane Adaptation, turning all of the goblins into elementals, then we can put counters onto KRENKO. Go in, swing in, get tons of triggers with Risen Reef, all these kind of crazy broken things that we can do. Also, we have Goblin Trash Master, so we can turn all of our elementals into goblins as well. So Arcade Adaptation, and real quick, I do have to say I did change a couple of things from Liberal Ideas deck that he sent in. A few extra inclusions. I added Domri, I added Trash Master, I went down a couple with Tin Street Dodger and Embercat, but I'm liking the way that this one has been running for me. And it makes this deck so fun. So we get to have two of the best tribes in standard right now, goblins and elementals. We get to have so much fun doing it. Runaway Steamkin working really well with all the red goblins that we have. Ember Cat to help us ramp up 2 elementals as long as we get Arcane Adaptation out there. So then we can get up to our Siege Gang Commander, we can get up to our Chandra, we can get up to LSF. Chandra won't kill all of our goblins as long as they are turned into elementals. We can also turn all of our elementals into goblins as well. The first Arcane Adaptation that we're going to find is going to turn all goblins into elementals, and then the one after that will turn everything else into goblins. I wanted one Domri and a Carbolas in here because it just was a steady buff for everything that we're going to have on board, a +1/+0. It makes things not be countered and it lets us have a little bit of removal, so I wanted that in here. But Risen Reef with KRENKO as an elemental and all the goblins that come in as elementals, I am just really excited to play this deck. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this does, and wish me luck. All right, we're up against Guldur. Bring it on. And this is okay. This is okay. We're going to keep it because we have tons of amazing things in here, right? I don't love that we don't have an immediate turn 1 play at the moment. Forest, we only have 2 basic lands that don't really have red in them, whatever. And Forest just happened to be one of those. All right, so Runaway Steamkin. Pass the turn. The Creeping Trailblazer would be nice, but this way we can hold back that as an elemental. With a Risen Reef, we can maybe bring it in, swing in for a lot. So Wild Growth Walker, number dose. They're going to have lots of life gain. That's okay for us, though. No blocks. Pass the turn. So Creeping Trailblazer is good, but yeah, we're definitely going for KRENKO. We're going to go for a Risen Reef. Risen Reef is going to help us find all the pieces that we need, make us go crazy. and no attacks past the turn. Hopefully they don't gain tons of life and grow massively here. That would be bad. Arcane Adaptation off the top would be pretty fun. Domri into Tin Streak Dodger isn't terrible. But I'm thinking we might just go Trailblazer. Hope to find lands so we can play into our Chandra, wipe their board. Not going to work too well anymore. Swings in for 6. Do we even care about Steamkin here? Let's take our beats now. If they grow any more, it might be even worse. They're keeping Jace on top. All right, so Island. I want KRENKO so bad. All right, so let's go Domri. We need to play it on green. So play Domri, grow Runaway Steamkin on green, creeping Trailblazer. Again, we're just trying to go for as many buffs on Risen Reef as we can, or as many triggers there. Now Runaway Steamkin can block pretty aggressively. We'll see if we can stop them from attacking in next turn. Pass the turn. Quasi duplicate. Oh, okay, that's bad. That's bad. These guys get massive. We do get to kill one of them here, and we will. Unless they swing both at Domri. Swings both at Domri. Perfect. No blocks. We will take that. We're not out of this game. We're not necessarily in it, but we're not out of this game at the moment. All right, so we can play Tin Street Dodger, negative on Steamkin, Chandra, kill the J-Light Rangers, chump block for the next turn to not die with Tin Street Dodger. Or we go for Creeping Trailblazer. All right, let's go for Dodger. Chandra. We do kill our Goblin by doing this. But we want to kill these J-Light Rangers.
Make some more room to fight.
And no attacks past the turn. They have quasi-duplicate still. They actually don't have a ton of in their hand. Or, yeah, okay, there's Tamio.
Like the phases of the moon, life waxes and wanes.
Returns J-Light Ranger to hand. Full swing at Chandra. Yeah, no blocks. We're kind of saving our life by letting this happen. We'll see how it goes. All right, KRENKO. Or we go creeping Trailblazers again. Yeah, let's go creeping Trailblazer. Just to get as many triggers as we can with this. Take action, tapped. Dodger for a blocker. Go to combat. Swing. Let's swing in with Steamkin. Actually, let's go Risen Reef. Hold back this guy for a blocker. And, yep, 2 attacks. We can also pump these guys.
With my work.
But let's get down KRENKO. Pass the turn. We get to create lots of chump blockers now. They do get J-Light Ranger and a quasi-duplicate. Not this turn. Finds 2 lands. Gains lots of life. Swings in. We chump 1. And that's it. Down to 4. That's fine. I mean, this isn't amazing, of course, but it's fine. Omnath. Looking for that Arcane Adaptation still. We're going to kill Jade Light so we can swing in with more stuff. Because we have the 2 chump blockers as long as we want. There is Chandra. We're still in this game. I really don't know how, but we are definitely still in this game. Swing in, swing in. Swing, swing, and swing, I guess. Yeah. We're going to create 2 goblins here. Down to 32, pass the turn. And we might actually be going off with this. I mean, they've not really been drawing a ton. I mean, they had an amazing start, but I'm not sure if they're actually going to be able to close out the game here. Like, I'm always terrified of River's Rebuke because I play it, but I know most people do not. But River's Rebuke would be awful here. That's game if they have it. And that's part of the reason that I like River's Rebuke is it is a game-winning card at 6 mana. Like, I feel like people don't take advantage of the value that we have a 6 mana game-winning card. And it doesn't take that much to build around to make it a game-winning card. A lot of people will scoop out of frustration anyway with it. So I'm a big fan of River's Rebuke. That's just my opinion. It's even better than Flood of Tears because you get to keep your entire board instead of just pulling out one thing there. But anyway, that's my thoughts. I think it's really good. His opponent scooping this up. Next turn, we have Chandra and Icon of Ancestry pumping with Runaway Steamkin to play that. Or if we find land. Tons of triggers here. Make all of our elementals bigger or our goblins if we wanted to. All right, it looks like they're timing us out. We're going to have fun while we're at it, though. Oh, man, tapped land. Are we willing to do that? All right, so play Chandra. Let's go ahead. Yeah, an Icon of Ancestry. On elementals. I know that they're already gone, but I just want to have fun while we're at it. You know, as we do.
Hey, these little guys are great.
Fermenting Voice is actually pretty good. Take action. Target elemental. Let's go ahead and put him onto Runaway Steamkin, which is so good, by the way. Tormenting Voice, discard here. Yep, Growing Elemental or the Steamkin. Play the land. Onto Runaway Steamkin. Now we have 3 more mana, which we can play Volley Veteran. Not going to swing with KRENKO here. And opponent scoops it up. All right, there we go. Oh, man. So they kind of timed us out. They kind of let it go. They probably were waiting to see if we were going to swing him with everything, which we probably could have maybe even done enough damage to kill him there. That would have been a little too greedy, though, I believe. That was... Dude, I hate that elementals get a bad rap nowadays, but it is really fun when they go off like that. All right, up against this guy. Bring it on. There it is. Nailed it. All right, let's... Creeping Trailblazer, good. We're playing first. I'm going to keep this mostly because we're on the play. I like Icon of Ancestry. I like Domri. Creeping Trailblazer is good, but like it's not an amazing hand at the same time. Let's go for Sulfur Falls first, actually. Pass the turn. We have 2 untapped lands for the next turn, so let's go ahead and get down the blue mana. This way we get to play red and green. Ooh, and KRENKO. All right. Yeah, Creeping Trailblazer, pass the turn. Let's hope we can keep KRENKO alive. KRENKO into Domri is like as good as it gets. So good. All right, Death Horde Arcanist. Uh-oh. That's bad. That means bad stuff. We could have been able to swing in with Domri, actually, or even kill the Arcanist if we had played that. No attacks, but KRENKO, if we get it to go off for a turn or 2, is amazing. Icon of Ancestry really helps with KRENKO. Let's see if they're going to run, like, Reckless Rage out or something. That is another reason, too, is to kill their guys so they can't play Reckless Rage, things like that. Here comes the feather. Here comes the feather. Do-do-do-do. Arcane Adaptation on Elementals. That's what we're going for, right? So, I think we still play Domri here, though. The reason why is if they block, we get to kill whatever we kill Feather. All right, so all attack. If they're willing to trade off with the Feather, great. I probably should have shocked this in just to showcase that we might have a shock or something. So blocks with the Arcanist. Doesn't block with Feather at all. All right. I mean, they get to go off here if they have it. So pass the turn.
Wait, that might be me.
We have a lot of damage on board with these goblins and with Creeping Shellblazer. They go up to 3/1s once we play this. We also just have... All right, well, that's bad. Swings at Domri, okay. Siege King Commander's not bad. Yeah, tapped. Siege King Commander. Create quite a bit of power on board. Pass the turn. You got to gain life with that Deafening Clarion as well. They don't. I haven't seen Feather decks play that as much, but it makes sense. It's really good. Prison Realm on Siege King Commander. Righto, that's fine. If we find land, we'll Arcane Adaptation and Icon of Ancestry. If we find something like Risen Reef, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Feather is going to kill Domri here, though. Pretty sure about that. We haven't really even seen most of the Feather things that you play.
No, no! Put me back in!
Right, there's land. Land is good. Land means Arcane Adaptation onto Elementals. And then Icon of Ancestry, turning Elementals get +1/+1. We have to go digging for everything in our deck, basically. And I'm not sure if we're going to be fast enough to beat them, but we did get the combo up and going a little bit late. We did a lot of amazing stuff in the first few turns there. They had all of the like almost exact right answers, it feels like. But we get to swing in for 6 here. That is a 3-turn clock. Going wide is good against Feather decks, especially if we're able to maintain aggression, being aggressive. All right, so it looks like they might have a Reckless Rage here. God's willing. That's fine. Just to get the Scry. It's all good. All right, down to 12, past the turn. We're definitely not out of the woods yet. The fact that they have God's willing, there are some people that will scoop just immediately after seeing God's willing and Feather, but like we have the ability to still win this game. We have a lot of value overall on board. God's willing again, gets the Scry. Digging for something. Reckless Rages, I guess, is the best thing. They can only do 1 per turn, but they're able to do it once per turn once they find it. So that's bad. All right. Let's go ahead and dig first here. Where do we swing in? Let's dig first. 10 Street Dodger is good. Trash Master is good as well. We can Steamkin, 10 Street Dodger, swing in for 8. Make this guy 3/3, 4/4, 3/3. Goblin Trash Master is nice as well, though. I'd love to get that Chandra. Let's go 10 Street Dodger. Runaway Steamkin. God's willing again. Gets a Scry. They're going to have to find, like, basically another Deafening Clarion to stay in this game. Reckless Rage will get them to where they can do quite a bit to our board. Another God's willing. Finding all the wrong answers, basically, is what's happening here. They get a lot of looks at the top of their deck, though. Swing! Down to 4. Any hasty creature is really good for us, especially if they're still swinging in. He really probably should be holding back as a blocker. I don't think that at this point they can race us in that way. Omnath would be like the best thing off the top here, or even land into Omnath. God's Willing there. Grows the Legionnaire. Cool. Doesn't look like they found a Reckless Rage yet, though, which is awesome. They also cannot target him now because they did it on red. They cannot target him next turn. Yeah, there we go. So, because, yeah, if you have a Reckless Rage, you can't target your 10th District Legionnaire after you've given him protection, because protection just means it can't be targeted by that color, even by you. So, that was good. We're up against Beware Llamas. Well, if we're up against Llamas, our Confused Goblins will destroy them. All right, we're going to keep this. Creeping Trailblazer into Chandra. Yeah. Laugh is good. All right, Breeding Pool tap. Pass the turn. Next turn, hopefully untapped land would be nice, so we don't have to hurt ourselves as much. Steamkin is nice as well. Is it better than Creeping Trailblazer, though? We get more damage dealt this way. Oh, but that's so good. Just for the rampage. Creeping Trailblazer. I'm worried it might get shocked here anyway. So maybe, because of that, I probably should have played Steamkin. But we're going for the greed of this will be the best chance. Are we up against Feather again? What's up with this junk? Alright. Fade 2 life. Chandra.
Chandra, you need more control. Hey, these little
Alright,
guys are
swing
great.
on in there. Down to 16, pass the turn. Very aggressive start here for us. I do like that we can bring back Tormenting Voice with the Chandra as well, so a little bit of fun synergy there if we ever need to be digging for our stuff. So far, though, I feel like this deck is pretty solid. If they can pump here, we lose our Chandra. Sad. Reckless Rage. Yeah. If they have the Reckless Rage, it's very difficult for us to come back, especially this early in the game. That's one of the biggest issues with this combo right now, is just like they have a way to kill anything for the next 10 turns. So it's very difficult to really do anything. We can make them use it from the graveyard before they get a feather. If they get a feather, though, it's pretty bad. Let's go ahead and play Steamkin, pass the turn. This game is basically over from this point, based off what we have in our hand, what they've already played. So we'll play it out for a little bit longer, but maybe not. We'll see. They get a replay Guldur for battle. Oh man, we almost are dead on this turn. And this deck doesn't have a lot of removal, at least not removal that can kill a 7/6. Shocks us. Yep. Swings in, Gird for battle. Get some damage in there. We'll stay in the game, let them kill us, because this is just a you don't typically get to play out games like this, and that's why for Beware Llamas, because they have an awesome name, we're gonna let them do it. Domri.
You must be mad that
I'm just wanting to dig and see what's on top of our deck as well here. TG and Commander. All right, pass the turn. Go ahead and swing in. Good game. Gets to bring in the shock. Yep, at our face. All of the damage. Really good job there. I am glad we at least beat the Feather deck beforehand, so it is possible, but one of our worst matchups if they get a Reckless Rage out there. We just don't have the interaction in this deck because we're trying to do more fun stuff than that. All right, up against Hoopy. I love this stained art, by the way. It looks awesome. I don't know what's up with my mouse not going where it's supposed to be on this. Really annoying. Like I'm over the keep button right there, which I'm not sure if I want to. Well, yeah, I want to. We'll keep this. I don't know what's going on with that. It started happening just the other day. I don't know. Tormenting Voice is nice. We can get rid of more red mana if we're looking for green. Maybe just Icon of Ancestry. Goblin's Chain Whirly guy is not bad. Do we just drop the Icon of Ancestry here? I mean, it's really good with the goblins. We just drop Risen Reef? I mean, this is a sweet hand for goblins. Let's just pass the turn. There's no real reason to... Like, it's nice to draw 2 cards. Maybe getting rid of Icon of Ancestry would be good enough. I don't know what's up with this. So I think that I need to actually close and reset on this. Okay, there it is. Now it's at the right spot. I don't know what's up with that. All right, takes a peek at our hand, sees a Risen Reef, sees the goblins, probably thinking like, what the crap? Takes Icon of Ancestry. That's fine. Probably has lots of removal though. KRENKO. Because, dude, if you get KRENKO out for a couple turns, game over. Thought Erasure again. Probably just Chain Whirler. I mean, Risen Reef you're going to have to deal with, but we don't have any guarantee of playing it. Fermenting Voice will let us go digging for something to play it, which is possible. Takes Risen Reef. It is good, but this means that we get to play KRENKO. Don't have a Disfigure. Land into Disfigure would be awful. All right, good. Okay, well, let's play Arcane Adaptation. Everything into Elementals. We want to play this out so they don't have a chance to kill it. Down to 18. Now they know the game plan. We're going to hope for a Risen Reef. If they have another Thought Erasure, first off, that's ridiculous. But if we can get out Risen Reef, swing in with KRENKO again next turn, life gets so good. So many triggers with Risen Reef. Get to refill our hand, refill the, or put, get some advantage for value for our lands. Ritual of Soot. Okay, Nicol Bolas, that's fine. We can deal with that. Chain Whirler is actually nicer, so get rid of Tormenting Voice. We found the green mana. Otherwise, I would have gone for Goblin Chain Whirler so that he dies when KRENKO swings in here. Which, it's still worth it for us to swing in. The 3 triggers is so much value. Like, I would definitely trade any creature to draw 3 cards or put lands on the battlefield like that. It's so good. Yep, kills KRENKO. That's fine. Get a hit in for down to 16. Hopefully they don't have a board wipe here. Volley Veteran will be able to kill Nicol Bolas. These all stay as goblins as well. Okay, there's the Ritual of Soot. Boo. Yes. Okay, down to 16. All right, Chain Whirly guy. Ember Cat. We're going to hold on to that. Pass the turn. Maybe it would have been better to go ahead and kill the Nicol Bolas, but, I mean, again, we have all of the value that we have in hand, the play that we're able to have here after Ritual of Soot. Yeah, okay, now I think it's over, though.
My army will envelop this world.
Didn't sack our
Rise
stuff.
and shine.
It's interesting. Creeping Trailblazer. Volley Veteran. Alright, so Volley Veteran, who do we hit? They're going to get a card draw here anyway. We can't actually kill this because the Goblin, the instance where it says Goblin is still in the text. There are cards that say that it changes all instances. This one does not. It's only for the type. So we can take out a blocker, get in for 4 at Liliana. Make it so they can't sack. I think that's the only actual good play. We don't need to swing in with Ember Cat. If they want to trade off with Nicol Bolas, that's fine. So swing in with Goblin Chain Whirler at Liliana. I assume they take it. And pass the turn.
Not today, death.
Not today, death. I didn't know how it was death. All right, so they do get the flippage with Nicol Bolas. Just creates a blocker.
Smelly, but effective.
We're not out of this game, but this one's going to be very difficult to come back from. The Ritual set was very well timed. Ooh. That's swell. Let's go ahead and see if this resolves. Being able to pump the Trailblazer would have been very nice, but we get to kill Nicol Bolas,
If you haven't heard
kill
of me,
Liliana,
ready to meet my flames.
and that's pretty good. We probably even should have gone like, might even want to go towards face. With the value we get from
Exploded.
here as well. Oh, let's see here. They keep it back to swing in at Chandra. They know she's gonna die anyway. They do get to draw a card out of this. They can trade off with something big. If we swing at their face, they'll probably have to block Volley Veteran. 4, 7, 8, 9. It would be 11 damage, which Chandra can close it out fairly quickly. I don't feel like keeping Liliana alive is very good either, though. Let's go for... This is the more conservative play. So swing at Liliana, 3 attackers, pass the turn. We're okay with Trailblazer dying to keep Chandra alive. Chandra's definitely better. For her, sure. Especially if this game's going to be drawn out like this. If we can get a tick up with Chandra, even 1 might be enough to keep us in this game. Especially once we kill Liliana here. So yeah, kills the Volley Veteran. Fine. Kills one of our guys. Or the devil. Okay. Okay. It's annoying. I'm okay with them using stuff now, though, that's not going to be killing our Chandra. So they had a chance to kill Chandra and didn't for both that there. They do draw a card, keep Liliana up at 4. This is very bad for us. Trailblazer can get bigger. We're looking, hopefully, for something else. They have 2 new cards. The card advantage is insane with Liliana.
But effective.
Dude, I love this stuff, though. Oh, come on. Can't catch a break. They just happen to have 2 Bedecks. Not only that, but the ability to actually cast them as well.
Can always do better.
We may just be out of this one. Siege Gang Commander. Fling a Goblin. At Nicol Bolas. And pass the turn. That was a good draw. Keeps us in the game. This Liliana, though, is getting annoying. All she can do is tick out, but that's enough. We can just spend the next turn sacking all of the commanders to kill Liliana. And that might... I mean, it's worthwhile to do that. Can't do it now. Ah, it's so much removal in this deck. And I haven't seen them hit a land in like
Good
10
help is
cards.
easy
Just
to
saying.
find in war.
Alright, there's a land. Haha. Alright. Alright. Gets to flip Nicol Bolas for the next turn. Tormenting Voice. Yeah, that's game. Oh, man. That was close. Let's go for one more game. See how it does. This is a deck that I don't necessarily expect to win a lot of games, but it is really fun when it does. And we're doing cool, fun things. And that's what Magic is all about, is it's having fun playing Magic. That's what we do here, guys. So we've played up against Feather twice. We played up against Grixis. First game was against... I don't even remember now. It's been forever, but we dominated them. Clearly. All right, up against Vander Murin. Bring it on, Vander Murin. Ha 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 ha. Creepy Trailblazer, Chandra's double KRENKO. Yeah. I'm way too greedy to not to pass up a KRENKO hand. I just the dream is always alive for me that we can get KRENKO to work. We probably never will, but the dream is alive. If we find Risen Reef, of course, that's probably the better play. Especially wait until Arcane Adaptation, all that kind of jazz. Now we play Goblin. We play KRENKO, hopefully into Goblin Trashmaster. And life gets so good. Are we up against Grixis again? Yes, we are. Yay! Woo. Alright, well, we have KRENKO into Goblin Trashmaster. Let's hope that we aren't Thought Erasure to death here. I'm assuming they'll Thought Erasure and maybe hit like Chandra or the Trashmaster. Having double KRENKO isn't necessarily good for us. Perfect. Use that removal. Go, KRENKO, go. Into Trashmaster. Oh, dude, please, please, please let this work. Now they're thinking, what the crap? How much removal do you have in your hand? Passing the turn. Okay, has the Bedevil. Bedevil. Boop-boo-ba-doo-boo. Bedevil. KRENKO again. Yeah, that's right. Had a broken hand. But I doubt he'll survive. Got Eternal Kefnet, okay? Okay. Goblin Trashmaster. 3 goblins. So here's a question. Do we feel like KRENKO's gonna survive another turn? I feel like it's very unlikely. So it's better to get 3 2/2s. We're gonna act like we have the shock here. Alright. We'll stay greedy a little bit. At the same time, though, like, when is it gonna get better? If we just lose it, we lose any value from KRENKO. So, I should have swung in. The better play is to... Oh, alright, well. I guess maybe not. We can volley Veteran, see if they're willing to trade off. We could do it afterwards and guaranteed killing Kefnet, but this is... If it lets us swing in multiple times with KRENKO, life is so good. Kills Trashmaster. Alright, has the cast down. Okay. Yeah, now we can't swing in either. Alright, no attacks. Pass the turn. They had the right play. Chandra can come in and hit Kefnet. They haven't hit anything with Kefnet off the top that they've shown yet. That's nice. They might have pretty dead hands. Ritual of Soot kills KRENKO. Okay. Alrighty. Going for the race. Sweet. We dig it. Chandra.
Let's make this quick.
We'll just tick up.
Oh, looks like someone's getting a
Kefnet can be annoying, but if we can get enough tick-ups here, we can win this game. Down to 15, pass the turn. Chandra can come in for, again, every point of damage is going to matter at this point. Double Thought Erasure. All right, well. That's annoying. Did they not pick anything? They selected done. Oh, they didn't actually cast it. They canceled. Okay.
Then get ready to meet my flames.
Destroys my
Wanted to
guy.
make a really
Fair.
big fireball.
Swings at Chandra. Let's see if we can find like a creeping trailblazer off the top. That'd be sweet. Double
Playing with fire
Chandra.
here.
That means we can Tormenting Voice. Tormenting Voice. Drop a Chandra. Draw 2 cards. Volley Veteran, not really what we're looking for. So yeah, Chandra. We know that they have Thought Erasure. We're not going to be able to cast...
Awesome.
We can cast another Tormenting Voice, possibly here.
Hope it's not
2 triggers here off of on the Chandra. Tormenting Voice into just the Thought Erasure, though. Not really worth it, right? So let's go ahead and Steam Vents tapped. Swing at face or swing at Chandra. Alright, 2 attackers down to 13 past the turn. We're ahead on the race. Kind of. Like, Kefnet is still an issue because if they do start going face, they'll still beat us. But they're down to 11. If they can't kill the Chandra this turn or the next, we actually have a decent shot. Watch them pull, like, Vrasa's Contempt off next turn with Kefnet, though. That's what we're worried about. Volley Veteran, it's fine. Do you kill Chandra or keep hitting down this Chandra? That's the question. We're just going to be ticking up religiously here. I don't think there's anything that is as worthwhile as that. We know that their deck doesn't have a lot of...
Let's make some more room
What in the
to fight
world?
in.
We'll take the Shame Scoop. Okay. I do think that we were favored at that point in the matchup. Barely. Like, barely. That was interesting. What a game, though. That was fun. All right, so we went 3-2 with Confused Goblins. We got in some swings with KRENKO. We made lots of Goblin Elementals and had just a lot of fun with this deck. And so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And also check out BattleHaven. Again, links are at the top of the deck list or description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.